Hey everyone, welcome to Math 20-1. My name is Peter Hill, and I get the pleasure of walking you through this course. For some of you, it will be walking you through in class, face-to-face. For some of you, it may be walking you through this course through video. So each lesson that I do in class, I will also record on video. Some of you may use these videos as a chance to review a lesson, or even to take a look at a lesson ahead of time, just so that you feel more prepared for what's going on in class. So these are just here for you as a resource, to help you, to help guide you through this course. It's a really fun course, but it's a huge shift. Okay, you're coming into this class from 10C, and I'm just going to tell you right off the bat, this is a way harder course than 10C. This is the first heavy academic math course you've ever had in your life, okay? Now, for some of you, you're gonna be like, oh, thank goodness, because 10C was so boring and so easy. I want something to sink my teeth into. Awesome. For some of you, that statement might be a little scary, okay? Know that I'm here to help. Know that I'm here to walk you through this and answer as many questions as I can, okay? Please don't be shy to ask questions. Whether that is in person when we see each other, or whether that's through an email. Don't let questions go unasked. It's so important in math, okay? You got this, you can do this. Okay, so this first little PowerPoint here is just a quick introduction about the course and some stuff. So we're just gonna go through it relatively quickly. The other nice thing about a video, for those of you who are watching along at home, you can pause me, you can shut me up. So when we're going through a lesson, if there's a more confusing question, you can pause, you can try it yourself, then you can listen to me, you can rewind me if you didn't catch something that I said. So I really want you to use this resource to the best that you can, okay? So where are you going? The reason you're in Math 20-1, for the most part, is that you're heading to university, and your university program requires calculus, okay? So that means essentially you're gonna take a math degree, you're gonna take a science degree, you're gonna take a business degree. Often universities want -1 for business degrees, unfortunately. So anything that requires calculus in university, you wanna take -1. I do wanna make just a quick note of that. Lots of kids think, oh, I have to take -1 because I want to go to university. That's not true, okay? University programs, there's lots of university programs that would accept -2 as well. It just depends on the program. So if you are gonna take calculus in university, you need -1. If you're going to university but you're not gonna take calculus, then -2 is often okay. So I would check that out, okay? And see what kind of the requirements are for you. We would really like to see you in Math 20-1 coming to us from 10C with at least a 75. I mean, I would love even 80 or above to say that you're gonna make it through 20-1. Now, I'm not saying that statement to scare you. I'm not saying that statement to kick you out of my course or anything like that. Legally, if you pass 10C, if you make that 50% in 10C, you are allowed to take this course, okay? I'm just saying that from my experience in teaching this course for 800 years, it's really hard to pass this course when you are under that 75 mark from 10C. Okay, it's not impossible, it's just really hard. So you have to make sure you're walking in with eyes wide open as to what the expectation is going to be, what the difficulty level is going to be, and what the workload is going to be in order to pass this course, okay? Okay, so we need to have a quick little talk about calculators. You do need a graphing calculator in this course, and you need it pretty much right away. We're going to do lots of stuff with graphing calculators right away as we talk about quadratics and what different parameters do in an equation around the graph, what that looks like, okay? These are kind of your three main options for graphing calculators. There's the Casio 9750 GIII. This is a new one out from Casio. It just came out in the last little bit. So that's the black one. Casio 9750 GII, that's the white one or the pink one. or the TI 8384. Now, if you have to go buy a calculator, I will say it doesn't matter as long as it's on the approved list. Like all three of these are on the approved list, so all three of these would be okay to buy. Okay, if you have a brother or a sister who's got a calculator kicking around, don't go buy a calculator. Use theirs. Okay, there's no point in spending money that you don't have to spend. But if you have to buy a calculator, Casios are much cheaper than TI and they're much easier to use than TI. So that would be my suggestion. But again, as long as it's on the approved list, you are totally okay. Now, some of you may already have a calculator. One I didn't list here is the Casio 9860S. It's been discontinued, so it's not available for sale anymore. But if you have one, it's still okay to have. So don't stress about that if you've already got one of those. Just make sure it has an S on the end of it. And yeah, so you buy whatever calculator you want. The one suggestion, I don't like it when math teachers say buy this calculator only or whatever. The one suggestion I would say is there is a TI Inspire, it's called, and that's a very hard calculator to use and it's very expensive. The one suggestion I would make is to stay completely away from the TI Inspire. But other than that, you know, the Casio is a great fit. It's easy to use. It's cheaper than TI. But if you have a TI kicking around from an older brother and sister, don't go buy something, okay? Please don't open up your calculator package until you've shown it to me and I can make sure it's on the approved list, okay? There is a big list of approved calculators and there's a big list of not approved calculators. So it's really important. I don't want you to waste your money. It's really important that you get one that you're actually allowed to use. And these rules come from Alberta Ed, okay? They're not our rules, they're Alberta Ed's rules. So if you're just going out and buying a calculator, make sure you show it to me first. So that I can say, yep, that one's okay before you open up the package, okay? All right. You do have a course book in this course. We have one printed for you. We're not going to give it all to you. We'll give it to you chapter by chapter, just as we make edits and updates as we go. So we'll give you the unit by unit as we go. There is also a textbook that you will be able to have access to. I have posted the PDF of the textbook online through our D2L shell. So if you would like to check that out, you'll see it in our D2L shell. Seating plans we'll talk about in class. D2L, so for all of you who are members of the Calgary Board of Education, you are inside my D2L shell. And in there, you're gonna find all the answer keys to our homework. You're gonna find these PowerPoints. I have them as PDF so that you can review them, and all the videos that I'm doing, I'll also put in that D2L shell, okay? So you have all of that right in the D2L shell. You'll also have a calendar so that you can see what we're doing every day. And so you're gonna use that shell a lot, okay? So if you don't know how to get into your D2L shell, again, because I know I'm posting these on YouTube, so I'm assuming that you are currently my CBE student. But if you don't know how to get into your D2L shell, send me an email. Okay, what does a normal day look like when we're in class together? Well, this is kind of a fast-paced course. So what you're gonna find is we have the bulk of our time will be spent getting through a new concept, and then you'll have some time to work after that. You really want to use that time wisely, okay? We're large classes and it's hard to ask questions sometimes. Please ask, okay? Don't feel intimidated to ask a question, because the second you ask a question, there's probably 10 people in the room who are like, yeah, I had that exact same question, okay? If I say something weird, call me on it, because maybe I'm not paying attention to what I'm saying, okay? It's okay to do that in a lesson. Just say, whoa, Hill, like, what did you just say? Talk to me about it, okay? And let's get through together. My main goal with you is I want you to have a good understanding of these concepts, okay? And I know you're walking into a course that's gonna be a lot harder for you than 10C was. So I want to help you as much as possible, okay? Classroom expectations, those are the usual, okay? Respect each other, respect one another, respect me. I need to do the same for you guys. and hopefully we won't have any issues with that. Washroom breaks, you do need to let me know where you are in the building at any time. So there will be a sign out for washrooms. Just make sure you chat with me before you leave the room. We need to make sure that there's not a huge population just roaming around in the school. Absences, if you're sick, obviously, please stay home, okay? That's one of the reasons why I'm doing these videos. If you are home sick, you can still kind of tap into what we're doing. You can still connect with me via email, and you can rest and get healthy, because your health is always more important than school, okay? So if you're absent, please make sure you are staying home. When you're starting to feel better, please make sure you're trying to catch up, okay? In a class like this, you are responsible for any work you've missed due to an absence, okay? So it's not something that you can, on a test, if you don't know a question, you can't just say, oh, I wasn't here for that question. That will be your responsibility, but that's why these videos are here. That's why my notes are on D2L. I'm here to help you figure it out, even on those days that you might not be feeling well and you need to stay home, okay? Extra help, please come see me if you need a little extra help. Email me. Emails are not responded to at night, so if you're emailing me at night, don't sit there and wait for a response from me. I will email you during the school hours. But it's sometimes good to just send me the email right away while the question's fresh in your mind, okay? So please feel comfortable to do that. Cheating, academic integrity, essentially don't cheat. You're gonna get in trouble. So yeah, there's a lot of homework in the course. And I don't do that to overwhelm you. None of us are looking to overwhelm you, okay? We want to provide you with as much practice as we can. That doesn't mean you have to do it all. I'm not checking homework. There's no homework checks in this course or anything like that. The homework is there so that you can get a good understanding of the concepts and you can feel comfortable about what's going on before you write that quiz or that test or that exam, okay? So that's where your marks are coming from, is the quizzes and the tests and the exams. They're not coming from your homework. Rather, the homework is there for you to get that comfortability there, okay? Fire drills and lockdowns, I won't talk about that in the video. We will talk more about that in class, okay? Because I need to let you know certain spots in the room where you need to sit or stuff like that. So that'll be something that we talk about in person. If you miss the day we talk about that and you're like, oh no, now I don't know what to do, sure you do. Just come chat with me and I'll fill you in, okay? So don't stress about that. All right, so that's it as an introduction. Again, I am super excited to be with you guys. It's gonna be a lot of fun, okay? It's gonna be a lot of work, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. So let's go for it. We'll see you soon, guys. Take care.